Hi guys, Jared O'Neill here, Castle Decorating. So, I've done a short video yesterday here on decorating this living room, and one of the jobs I have to do is it's a solid pane fireplace being hand painted, and it's basically been done brilliant white. So, I just basically want to show you, for me, how I would go about doing one of these fireplaces. Obviously, everybody else or every other painter or tradesman, whatever you want to call yourselves, do it your own way. But I have been doing these a long time. I've been doing furniture, hand painted kitchens and stuff like that. So I'm pretty experienced and have an idea what I'm doing, And when it comes to hand painting furniture and kitchens, you do need to know what you're doing. And so these videos are for people homeowners that want to have a wee go at these themselves, and to give them a few ideas on how to go about it, And so, as I say, this is a solid pane fireplace. So the first job to do when you do one of these is pretty simple. Get a wee degreaser spray, clean it down. Just a couple of cloths, spray it all, and clean the surface down. After you do that and dry it off, get fine. Again, I always show these wee fine pads that can get into all the wee grooves and stuff. They're great. These here wee sponge pads are fantastic. So give it a light sand to give the surface a key. Dust it down, and if you have any wee cloth or tack cloth or whatever, wipe all the fine dust off. Then your next job is tape up any, this fireplace here has a black surround here, as you can see. So just there where the pane frame meets the black surface here, tape anything up on the bottom here, any areas where you feel, to make a job easier for you and tidier, tape up. So basically after you have it taped up, you're ready to go. Very important to use a good primer. As you know, I'm a big fan of colour trend, and I highly recommend this for varnish wood and stuff like that there. It's the oil-based Prime 3. I use all their primers and they're very good. Expensive, you do pay for it, but if you want a good job done, buy quality primer. Now I'm putting on, if I'm using a water-based satin, I either use colour trend white. I'm also a big fan of Crown white satin as well. It's excellent. What I do with that, which I'm putting on this, is I add a bit of paint conditioner, which is an oil, and it gives you a smoother finish in your paint, and it's fantastic. Enhances the paint, better finish, better flow of the paint, and eliminates the brush marks. So the other thing is, I have two brushes here. Normally when I'm doing a fireplace, I use two brushes, so you have an inch and a half. This is a wee inch and a half party brush, and this is a wee inch. This is a Product Ace Fusion, as you can see there. Brilliant wee brush. I've started using these here. I have to say I'm quite happy with those. You get a nice, they're actually great to work with. You get a nice smooth finish when you're laying the brush off, and it's creaking in the corners and awkward areas. So when you're doing a fireplace like this, the only way I can explain it is there's that many sections on these wooden fireplaces. So the reason why I've done a wee bit here is to give you an idea what to do, and it's basically do it in sections. You kind of look at these fireplaces and go to yourself, God, where do you start? Where do you finish? Just don't grab a brush and start painting it. That's the worst thing you can do, right? So as you can see there, see the top section there, I've had done there, okay? Top of it's painted, the side and the underneath. And as you see, I've cut a line, or I've just cut it off, if I'd have went on to that there, it means you have to work really quick so that the primer doesn't go off. The last thing you need is the paint to go off. So if you cut it off like that, you know, you can stop at any time and go back to it, you know, and there's no pressure on you. So, so I done the top section there. I'll turn it around here, as you can see there. You see the wee post here. So again, just cut it off with that wee join there. That's where I've taped up down here, and I've done the other side there as well. So that's basically it, you know, and say just take your time and do it in these sections. You have a middle square here in this. So the way I'll do this here now is I'll do here. Okay, bring that flat area down, bring it to this square here, do this section here, and do the middle section, and then do this corner here, you know. Honestly, whenever you get it, you know what you're doing, and you cut it off like that in different sections, you know. So as I say, the fireplace is made of it's different sections of wood. You paint it in different sections, and it does make it a lot easier. I'll do a wee bit of it here for you, and let you see how we'll go about this. So we'll do this wee square panel here first. This wee bridge is great for getting into those corners, you know. So just bring that all over there like so. So you can just see where I'm just cutting it off there. Just take your time. Okay. Just move that over there a wee bit for you. And again, just when you do those wee sections, just lay it out very lightly so that you have fine brush marks there. Just get me 1.5 inches here. This bigger area. And always follow the grain of the wood. When you're laying it off, just say, you'll see the grain, just lay it off, whatever way the grain's going. Okay, and I'll just bring it over to this wee section here. Do this side. To bring a camera over here and just show you this way, be better. Again, that side, it's same as the other side, you know. Do that wee side and then bring that in. And just lay it off lightly here. Again, just 1.5 inches brush here. Just cut it off there. keep away from this middle panel here. You know, do that side, those two wee edges there and there, into your middle panel. And see, when you're laying it off, just very, very lightly. So there you go. As you can see, just both sides there. So all we need to do is worry about this middle section. So if you can get the idea of what we're doing here, so you know, just cut it off in sections. I've done the top section, that wee side pillar there, here, middle section. Then I'll move over here, bring this down, and do the side piece, you know, and that's it. Move the wee dust sheet away here, so all taped up on the ground here, and just finish the wee bottom bits. So we'll do this wee middle section here now. There's a wee fine piece in the middle here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use my small brush. I'm going to go onto this. So if I head onto that, I'm going to bring this section in with this. So you just watch out for the brush marks there. So what I'll do is, so to say, do this, I'll bring this wee bar across here, because I've held on to it. You see a wee bit of detail in there, so you get it all hit in. I have to say, these fireplaces that have all this detail in it really do look nice when they're painted. And what I'll say about this colour trend Prime 3, I know it's oil based, the fumes aren't that bad, and you have plenty of working time with it, but this is one of the things I like about it as well, you know. And so you just trim and near all those brush marks after you do that, just lay it really light. Make sure there's no wee runners coming down in through these wee grooves here, you know. There you go. So then, because I went on to that there, now there's two things you can do, you know, if you want to move on to another section, you know, if you want to just keep it, just get a wee cloth like that, rip that wee edge off there, and you can fold back on that if you want, you know. But, so basically I hope you've got the gist of it there, you know. You can see there, you know, how it looks. There's that wee section there. So there you go. So whenever I prime this, finish the priming here, I let it dry overnight. And then tomorrow I'll give it a fair light sand down with those wee sand pad, very fine grade. Dust it down, again get a wee tack cloth and put the first coat of white satin on. And again let it dry overnight, put the finished coat on the next day. So this feature wall here, by the way, I think it's put in the video yesterday here. I'm putting a wee embossed paper on this here. I picked that up today, and there's a fire and ball colour going on to that. Seeing the walls are all finished in here, brilliant white. So I'm going to do a wee video tomorrow, putting on some embossed paper on this feature wall, and basically I'll do a video on trimming around the fireplace with the wallpaper. So any questions about this here, hand painting the fireplace, sure, by all means send me a message. Thanks, Nick. Bye.